I'll show you guys something here. I got a 2020 F250. The 350s, 450s, they're all the same. This is from a leasing company. This truck, they run the hell out of this truck, and they said the customer leased this out and the connector back here wouldn't work. So I go up underneath and you can actually unplug the back of this here. And there was all kinds of corrosion and shit inside this thing. I blew it all out with CRC contact cleaner. Then I actually pushed the tabs in for this connector back here, pulled it out, cleaned all that out, put it there, put everything back together. I got my turn signals back, and I got my brake lights back and my reverse lights back, but I'm not getting my running lights back. And I'm looking at all these different fuses in the system here, and I don't recall seeing, let me see here. I don't recall seeing this F10, which is VBAT or V-Power trailer battery charge. So it's like running lights, V-Power, all this stuff all in one right here, right? And it says it's a 30 amp fuse. And I go through, I check 42, everything's fine. I check fuse 60, everything's fine. The owner's manual had some other, there was another fuse in there. So I go through looking at the battery junction box through the owner's manual, but I don't see this F10. Let me go back and look at it again. So let's go back into the owner's manual real quick. F10 is this fuse right here in the corner. Where does it say F10? I might have missed it. But anyway, I found it from... Okay, so yeah, here it is, right there. F10, fuse 10, 30 amp, trailer tow park lamps. I missed it, but anyway, I picked it up on the wiring diagram. And if you're looking at it, you can see right here, trying to point at it, and it's right by the yellow one right there. It's that open slot. It's a 30 amp fuse, trailer tow, but it's also V-Power for the trailer and stuff like that. And the customer didn't complain about any of the lights not working. They just said, how come the V-Power back there is missing, the running lights is missing. They didn't complain about the left turn signal, stoplights, or any of that, and all that stuff was missing. So luckily I found that when I was there. Then come to find out, I'm checking everything, and there it is, it's blown. The contact is open. I know it's going to be hard to see. Let me see if I can focus in on this a little bit. It's blown. I don't parts closed. I stayed late to make sure I got this job done because I had to work on a few other vehicles today, and then I got back in this diesel engine and started tearing everything off. So I got some stuff tore off the front of it, the fan shroud and everything tore off of it, upper and lower manifold tore out of it. And then I'm trying to get more done, but it's other stuff takes priority over this. But at least, you know, at least I'm getting somewhere on it. Yeah, I have a 20 amp that I can at least test to make sure my running lights are on. I don't have a 30 amp, so I'm going to go lower instead of over so I don't damage anything. If I go lower and it pops, I'm good. If I go over, chances are something might damage. So I'm going to throw this 20 in there and then go back and test for running lights real quick. Okay, you can see that right down in there. So if you look at top right, you see a 30 pink, a yellow 20, and then there's another yellow 20 next to it in that F10 slot. Well, it's supposed to be a green 30, but for right now, just to check the lights. No load, no nothing on it, just lights. No V-Power circuit being activated. I want to go back here, and I want to make sure I've got some kind of running light here. So running light should be my third one over. Now let me plug everything back in underneath. You can see here how I greased everything, cleaned it all apart. It was just full of corrosion. It's kind of a bear to make sure this thing's plugged in all the way. You see the little metal tab right on the side of it? They just push in, you just pull this whole assembly right out of there. There we go. We're lit. We're good. So we got everything back. It's that one stupid hidden that I can't tell you, since 2018. It seems like 2018 really started a lot of problems with the trailer lights, because I'll come in here and people are like, how come it's so easy for that fuse to pop? Why am I always, I plug my trailer in and all of a sudden I got nothing anymore. No trailer lights, no nothing. Well, if it's working on the truck and I can load the circuit up on the truck and just say pull 15-20 amps through it and the circuit's fine, but you hook your trailer up, that chances are it's your trailer. Typically 99.9% of the time when it comes down to it, that is your trailer grounds that are the problem. Something's wrong with your trailer harness. If the truck is functioning fine and I can load that circuit up with like a heavy duty trailer tester or something like that to test the circuit and it functions fine, every time that I've had this issue happen, and it's always a bear to remember, I'm like, what was that fuse again? I can't remember. I just can't remember that fuse. And I have to go look, but now I'm going to remember this time for sure. It's always negligence on the maintenance part of the trailers. Like if you're pulling a trailer and it's something you use all the time, I mean, at least once a month, twice a month or something, I would be going and checking all my grounds and stuff like that, because that is the most common failure, is the trailer grounds are just terrible. They create a lot of resistance, and then it pulls too much current through the circuit and it pops a fuse. Almost every single time. The customers will bring their trailer in and I'll ask them, hey, next time can you bring your trailer in? I'll pull all the grounds and stuff off of it. I'll clean everything off and I'll redo it. Most of the time I don't even charge them any extra money, because it's only a few grounds. It's really quick. And I grind the surface down, throw some XG12 and stuff on it, rebolt everything back down, then silicone back over the bolts so they can't rust out anymore, and I never see them again. It fixes the problem. Anyhow, I'm going to share that with you guys. That is the most common fuse that blows with the 20, let's just say 2020 and 2021 F250, 350, 450, but I've seen it on the 18, 19, and 18 and 19 models as well. Let's just call it a common fuse to check for no trailer running lamps and no V-power at the connector for whatever you may be running out of the trailer power-wise. Thanks, guys.